Hello y'all. If you are viewing this video from YouTube, do keep in mind you can always fast forward the first 10 minutes of this video while we're waiting on the Aries collective to join. One more time, if you are viewing this video from YouTube, do keep in mind you can always fast forward. We are definitely doing Aries and Taurus tonight. Do I have any Aries in the house? So I'm here now. Aries, nice. You are definitely at the right place and the right time. I'm going to try to get us some music on this here laptop so that we have more than just silence and or background noise. This laptop hasn't been turned on in a while and is updating for whatever reason, and I'm unorganized as usual and haven't put my old phone on the charger just yet, so we won't be using it. Hope y'all are doing a-okay. While we're waiting on this laptop to update, we definitely can get the rest of these cards out. Aries collective. Who all else has Aries in their chart? Thank you all for being patient with me. We will be starting the Aries collective reading in less than 7 minutes. 7 minutes, y'all. What is up, Jules? Hope all is well with you. It is pretty chaotic over this way. At work, I'll pin when I can. I do appreciate it. For some reason, this laptop is saying you're 100% there. Please keep your laptop on. I'm definitely going to keep the laptop on so we can have some background music while I read. But meanwhile, I'm all sorts of what is going on with the weather. How am I doing? Well, I'm answering your question before you could even ask it. I'm all sorts of what? I basically risked my life this morning driving on icy and snowy roads almost an hour to work, and that was a crazy and scary experience, but I have to make money. And this computer is still acting slow. We may or may not have some background music. Oh, now it's restarting. Just be safe. I do try my best, for real. It's a scary world we live in, but it's also an exciting time to be living in. I try to be grateful for all opportunities, whether in healing or growth or more self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? It's all I can do. And when I say opportunities, I don't always mean financial. You know, I definitely look at all aspects, all depths of life, not just the financial and or superficial. But neither here nor there. All right, now we're getting somewhere. 36 after. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Aries Collective, thank y'all for joining me. Joining me. Joining with me. Whatever. Thank y'all for all the love and support, for stopping back at Free Will Tarot, my little creative corner of the world. Thank y'all for supporting my endeavors and what I do here. All right, we are definitely getting somewhere with this laptop. You're almost done setting up your PC. Remind me in 3 days. Remind me in 3 days, please. For the love of God. Let's exit out of that. YouTube. Do keep in mind, I do have a YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot, that you can subscribe to if in the event that you are not able to make it to the live stream. I upload these live recordings to said YouTube channel as often as I can every night. Really? Really? Yes. I'm asking for YouTube. Now send me to YouTube. What in the actual is going on? Y'all, we got less than 2 minutes, less than 1 minute for, what the hell? For the Aries collective reading. Sorry I'm taking so long. There is literally like letters and numbers upon letters and numbers on this website. I literally just want to go to YouTube. Please send me to YouTube so we can have some music in the background. Alrighty. YouTube. Please. What is this? Quit it. Get out of here. Whatever. What do we have for the Aries collective? I'll try not to allow this computer to distract me. What does the Aries collective need to know moving forward? Wherever you are, this time has really nice lighting. Well, thank you. I'm sure if I shut down this computer, you wouldn't say the same. Yeah, I'll have to mess with it after the readings, after I upload these to YouTube. No matter the case, we need 3 more shuffles for the Aries collective. A 1, a 2, a 3. If y'all are new here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety in the comments below, so I can cut this deck and we can begin the Aries reading. Here it is, the bridge shuffle. There it is, and there it was. The bridge shuffle. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. And yes, I will approve. Oh yes, the comments at least one comment. Alrighty, let's get into it, shall we? Thank you all for participating. I am now cutting the deck with those scissors, those swords. Alrighty, Aries, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is the person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. Here is the possible outcome and or advice. All right, as per usual, we're going to keep up with the tradition of clarifying with 5 more oracle cards. And 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. We're not taking them. Well, let's go ahead and cut this oracle deck so we're not using the cards on the top that just fell. Alrighty, clarifying the situation, clarifying the challenge, clarifying your person of interest, clarifying the similarities or common ground between you both, and clarifying the possible outcome and or advice. Do keep in mind, Aries Collective, we will be pulling 1 card from the Gothic Oracle deck. And I have yet to mirror this video. Now I'm on this side, and you can actually read the guidebook. Gothic Oracle deck. We will be pulling 1 card from said deck at the end of the reading so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these 10 specific cards in this specific way. With that being said, Aries Collective, we do have in your situation the Queen of Cups and Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. Queen of Cups, letting go. Aries, I do feel like this would probably be super hard for you to do if you are in this Queen of Cups energy, to have mutual love and appreciation and respect and all that goodness for this person. However, sometimes we may have to let go and love ourselves more. I'm sure y'all understand where I'm coming from. It's like maybe this person isn't cutting out toxic behaviors or addictions or people around them that are keeping them in those toxic behaviors or addictions. There's something about this person that is irking you, even though you have a lot of love and respect and appreciation for them. It's like, yes, I have all these things for you, but I have to love myself first because you aren't respecting yourself first. As much as I respect you, you're not respecting yourself. I'm losing respect for you by you not getting rid of these addictions or these people around you. We'll get to this person here in a little bit. But we do have the challenge being 10 of Swords to the Strength card. Strength and 10 of Swords. It could be that you've healed from a wound, how do I want to word that? The 10 of Swords is an ending, yes, but you find it challenging to see this as an ending or as a betrayal, a backstabbing per se. You find it challenging to maybe let this go. It's like the trope, the metaphor, I want to say the trope. Yeah, we've seen it 1,000 times in like TV sitcoms. You know, the daughter goes running off with the bad boy and the father has to step up and be like, no, I forbid you to see Mr. Bad Boy ever again. And then the daughter's like, but daddy, I love him. I'll let y'all let that soak in. But daddy, I love him. Right? It's like, yes, I'm sure the Aries collective loves a bad boy, someone that they can have fun with and talk shit, and they would talk shit right back. But to some degree, you might find it challenging to let this person go, which is what you're technically needing to do, or maybe you're in that energy of doing so already. But it's like, with the Strength card being in reverse, it's definitely given me a lack of strength, a lack of, being strong for oneself. Ten of Swords, I find it challenging to let this go, and yet I have no strength to keep going on in this situation, to keep this situation afloat, to hold this relationship afloat. And I mean, I don't understand what you like about this person, Aries. Maybe you're into Capricorns. Maybe you're into people that are really flexible. Not physically speaking. Get your heads out of the gutter. Flexible as in flexibility. As far as like, my schedule says this, but I will make time for you in this way. Or my daily routine and habit says I do this every day, but I will make time for you. Maybe that's something you like about this person. Nonetheless, you have a person in your environment with the Devil card and flexibility who is like, yeah, I might do these specific things with my addictions or with these specific people, but I'll make time for you. I'm flexible like that. I might have certain toxic behaviors or addictions or people around me that just enable those, addictions and behaviors. But hey, I can always get rid of them. Are they only in this connection for the physical intimacy? Are they obsessed with you, Aries? And you are mistaking their obsession for passion? Or is this ringing a bell for any of the Aries? Because I've heard many a times, where Aries love to have a reaction as far as like, no, I can't breathe without you, Aries. I need you in my life. I need to see that this person misses me, that they would bawl their eyes out without me in their life. To some degree, maybe that would seem to other people that this person would be obsessed with you. Maybe this person is trying to control the situation, not wanting to let you go, Aries. Although I said, yeah, that's my type, LOL. Well, LOL on this side as well, but I mean, if they are trying to fearmonger in order to keep you around, if they are trying to, control the narrative, if they are trying to, I mean, they seem like they're flexible as far as like maybe the narrative, as far as, I mean, if they're flexible, then they wouldn't be narrow-minded. Which tells me that they're not all over you, trying to chase after you, not trying to, change your mind. Oh, the Aries is letting me go. Well, I'm obsessed with the Aries, but I also can be flexible. I also know that I have other options, maybe. Are they trying to put you in a third-party situation? I really hope not, Aries. You deserve better than that. We do have the Page of Swords to Uncertainty. Oh my goodness. Page of Swords and uncertainty, and the similarities or common ground between you both. Y'all, this is kind of a juicy reading. I'm lightweight here for it, but at the same time, that Devil card tells me that this person has a lot of working on themselves to do. A lot of well, toxic behaviors, toxic perspectives, or behavior patterns, addictions. I think I said behavior, whatever, already. Whatever the case. Yeah, this person might have a little bit of letting go of their own to be doing before they can either enter a relationship with you or anyone else for that matter. But with a Page of Swords, the common ground between you both does tell me that if you are not in contact with this person, speaking to them, communicating, expressing yourself, whatever, you both are keeping an eye on each other on social media. I don't understand where else you would be keeping an eye on each other, but the Page of Swords is at the very least, hey, let's have a conversation. Hey, let's be curious about each other's feelings, thoughts, intentions, so on and so forth. All because, yes, there is some uncertainty. Maybe of the future of this relationship, maybe of the future of either of your lives. I mean, this is a crazy time we're living in. I wasn't expecting snow for another month, at the least another month. Now here we are, driving to work, risking our lives on snowy and icy roads, an hour away from work, not even having the chance to change our tires to something more tread-like, something more tready. No matter the case, I do feel like the possible outcome with the Justice card could be that you are only wanting to deal with fairness, with truth, with authenticity. And I mean, with the Beauty card, there's something ugly about this person, is what I'm getting. Not just skin deep, not just the tip of the iceberg, but like, there's something about this person's soul that is just like rearing its ugliness. And it's like, that's the way you think? That's the way you think? When you speak to yourself in your own mind and you're thinking out loud to me, that's what you're saying? It's like, wow, I had respect for you, I had appreciation for you, I had some sort of love and emotions for you once upon a time, but I gotta let this go. I don't have the strength to keep this relationship moving. I'm finding it challenging to, end this myself, but maybe one sword in the back after another, 10 swords later, it's like, wow, I can no longer ignore the underhanded jokes that you and your friends say in front of me. I can only imagine what you're saying behind my back. Yes, I do have a feeling that you have some sort of opinion about this person, like there is some sort of ugliness within them, not even outside them. Maybe they are attractive, maybe the physical intimacy in bed is so worth having this person's toxic behaviors around. It keeps things fun, it keeps things interesting, does it not? But how long is that short-term validation, that short-term fun, that short-term fix going to last before their personality just rears its ugly head and is like, I love my own beauty as far as like my soul goes. I love being authentic. I love, speaking the truth. As an Aries, I'm speaking for y'all. I'm not an Aries myself, but I'm speaking through the lens of an Aries, like how I would imagine if I was an Aries. Sure, I love things to be fun, but I can only for so long play with fire. I can only for so long play with fire. If this is the advice, be true to yourself, be authentic, bring fairness, to the table. Speak your truth, stand in your truth. Stand up for yourself, stand up for others. You know, that is the just thing to do. Especially if you see beauty in someone and someone else is rearing their ugly head out, and like, that would be the fair thing to do. I mean, put yourself in someone else's shoes if they are being bullied, or, you know what I'm saying? How would you feel? With that being said, we have one card, Aries, that we need to pull from the Gothic Oracle deck so we can end out this reading. I might start stripping here soon. It is getting warm. Nonetheless, what does the Aries need to know moving forward so we can close out this reading? What does the Aries collective need to know moving forward? 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Top card is the one we need to see to end out this Aries reading. What is that? Is that Moon Witch? I don't believe I've pulled this card, like, ever. Maybe once? I don't know. It doesn't look familiar. Moon Witch. I have no idea what this card entails, so we're going to find it in the guidebook and then give an intuitive guess as to how it relates to the reading. Moon Witch. Okay, there's Moonstone, Moon Witch. Manifestation. Said, LOL, shit, that does answer my question though. Okay, that's good. I'm glad this reading is helping. I'm glad this reading is, like, I don't know, because I come up with, like, storylines as to how it could relate to someone's life, and I'm, like, thinking to myself, like, am I just creating, like, a Goosebumps book storyline out of my ass? Like, every night a different Goosebumps book or a different you know, soap opera I'm conjuring with the cards. Sometimes I do get a little bit of validation that, like, yes, it's relatable, like, this is my life right now, that sort of thing. But, like, at the same time, I really would not wish on my worst enemy some of the storylines that come out in these tarot readings. Manifestation. I do feel like you are, yes, manifesting justice to go in at the very least your favor, at the very most someone else that needs fairness, that needs justice, the scales of balance, the scales of good and evil, right or wrong, to be balanced in their favor. So something relating to Libra was clarifying for me personally, and my moon is Libra. Okay. Yes, Justice card is associated with Libra. But yes, I do feel like that is what you are manifesting, either for yourself or someone else. Moon Witch manifestation. Let's get into it. A dark goddess dressed in an ebony robe with a horned headdress stands between a pair of fierce wolves, as y'all can see. Under a cloudy night sky, she summons glowing symbols that relate to the intense blue moon behind her. Manifestation takes time and will not happen overnight. For you to achieve something, you will need to believe that it can happen, and there will be steps that need to be taken. This card does not suggest that we can simply conjure up the things we wish for in seconds. Rather, it encourages us to believe that they can be accomplished through hard work and determination. If you have drawn this card, you are being called to manifest something that is important to you. The power of belief can turn a dream into a reality, but it will only do half of the job. For example, if you would like to be published, visualizing your name on the spine of a book is a great way to letting the universe know your intentions. However, your manuscript will not write itself. Let this card inspire you to actively bring your dreams into existence. That's actually a really good example. However, is there a dream y'all are wanting to accomplish? Are y'all determined to make this dream and or manifestation into a reality? Is this person in your environment who is showing up as the Devil card with the Flexibility Oracle card? Is this person getting in the way as a test from the universe to see if you will be distracted, right? I mean, what do they say about the devil? The devil shows up as everything you ever wanted in a person, in a place, in a thing, right? And he tempts you with everything. And there's a story to that as well. I heard a story somewhere on TikTok, I believe, about so this farmer, this guy, whatever, I don't know his name. He is sitting at the fence. He's sitting on top of the fence, and Jesus is on one side, Satan is on the other. Satan, the devil, whatever, tells him, if you come over to my side, you can have everything you ever wanted. But if you go over to Jesus' side, you can maybe only get a little bit of that. Now, which would you prefer? You'll have all the guilt as well, all the shame as well when you come to my side, but you won't have that on Jesus' side. The man, the farmer, whoever, thought about this, and he said, well, I guess I'll just sit here on the fence. That's my decision. I'll sit here and enjoy both worlds, heaven and hell. I'll get to enjoy both. So then, right as he made that decision, everything went dark, flames arose. He's like, what the heck? I wanted to be on both Jesus and Satan's side. And the devil was like, no, you fail to see and to understand that the fence belongs to me. Moral of the story, you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I don't know if this is pertaining to the Aries collective reading, but I mean, this person with flexibility and the devil, maybe that's what flexibility is entailing, that they feel like they can have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, be friends with this friend group, but also have you on the side and like, hey, these are my friends, what are you gonna do? You know, and then tell them, hey, this is my girlfriend or this is my boyfriend, what are you gonna do? It's almost like they want their cake and they want to eat it too, but it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you have to pick a side and then live with the consequences, and then live with yourself for making that decision. With that being said, y'all, I hope this helped. This is what I have for you. I hope it was informative. I hope it was entertaining at the very least. I will be uploading this reading to YouTube. I'm unable to edit the videos just yet, but I'm working on it. Thank you all for being patient with me. Thank you. Everything was on point. I so appreciate you for giving me that validation, because I do be wondering. I do be curious. As long as I've helped one person out there, I've done my job. And obviously I'm doing my job every single night by practicing, you know, my craft, improving my skill. But I do appreciate y'all, all the love and support. With that being said, yes, do hit the follow button if you are new here. I so appreciate all the love and support. We are going to move on to the Taurus collective. Where are all of my Tauruses? I hope the Taurus collective brought their snacks. Where are you, Taurus? Where's the Taurus collective? Oh, where are you? Don't mind me, I'm just trapped in your phone. Get me out of here. Wondering where the Taurus collective is. That's where I lost one person. It went from 7 people viewing to 6. Like, no. That's unprofessional, Rick. How dare you shake the phone and break the fourth wall? The audacity. I said, I'm here, friend. Awesome. Lindsay needs a coffee. Hope you are doing well. The audacity. How dare you break the fourth wall? Whatevs and such. I run this show. Any hoosers. Alrighty, Taurus Collective. What do we have for the Taurus Collective? We are 7 minutes behind. What does the Taurus Collective need to know moving forward? Alrighty, let's get into it, shall we? 3 more shuffles. A 1 as I drop the 9 of Wands. A 2. A 3. A 3. If y'all are new here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck. Here it is. And there it was. TWAS twas. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. For anyone returning of the follower variety, thank you for all the love and support. We are going to cut the deck. Thank you for the scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety in the comments. They definitely help me cut this deck. Taurus Collective. With that being said, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus, here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is, or are, technically, similarities and or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. As per usual, we're going to keep up the tradition of clarifying each tarot card with an oracle card. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. All right, clarifying the situation. Geez, what is going on there? The challenge. Your person of interest. Similarities or common ground between you both. And possible outcome and or advice. All right. Do keep in mind, Taurus Collective, at the end of the reading, we will be pulling 1 card from the Gothic Oracle deck, so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these 10 specific cards in this specific order. Let's get into it. Taurus Collective, we have a returning Oracle card from the Aries reading in the same freaking placement, though. That's pretty coincidental, if you believe in such thing. I mean, y'all seen me shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. Maybe I didn't shuffle enough. Maybe I should have done a bridge shuffle. No matter the case, it came out maybe for a reason. Judgment and letting go. This is a wake-up call that someone needs to let go of the other person. And I do feel like, Taurus, you might need to let go of someone or something. You are being called by the universe. Judgment card is a universal major arcana, universal energy, spirit, behavioral pattern, stage of life. The universe is saying, ring, ring, ring. Oh, Taurus. Oh, hey, universe, we haven't spoken in a while. You have a opportunity, Taurus, to express something, to maybe cut someone out, to maybe go in a different direction, go in the same direction. There is a window of opportunity. If you ignore this window of opportunity, it may be closed for a little bit or a long while, right? Every action has consequences. There is also a reaction. And if we really think hard about what those consequences might be, based on our intentions, especially, oh, I choose this person because they have money, versus I choose this person because I'm loyal to them and they've been loyal to me forever. Well, there are consequences to choosing someone with money over the not so superficial, right? So then, judgment card, as I mentioned, maybe it is a call that you need to answer, as far as like, hey, Taurus, you might need to let go of either this person, this place, this job, this home, something you're needing to let go of. A behavior pattern, an addiction, no matter the case. We do have the Four of Wands and grace. Now, when we think of grace, when we think of the word grace, we must keep in mind and keep into account, whatever. We must remember with grace that we are to give grace when an apology is given, maybe even when an apology is not given. To have grace and bring grace to the table is to do something with grace. It's to do something with dignity, with integrity. Am I right? But it seems like with the Four of Wands and the grace card and the challenge, that you might find it challenging to accept an apology. Maybe a little bit of pettiness, a little bit of like, nah, I don't accept your apology. I'll never forget what you did to me. I'll never forget what you did to them or what you said in the heat of the moment. It's like, no, there's nothing to celebrate here with the Four of Wands. There should have been stability, but maybe there's a difficulty or a challenge at the very least in finding the stability, finding the celebratory, the willingness to celebrate. Let's put it that way. We do have this person who is definitely with the Phoenix card, transmutation, and the Hanged Man. They're trying to transmute something. They're trying to create something beautiful create something beautiful out of something negative, something ugly, something stressful. They're trying to take all this stress, all this negativity, and create something beautiful. And here you are, Taurus, maybe hearing the universe say, no, it's time to let something go. Maybe while you're letting them go, as you're being asked by the universe, this person is over here trying to see something from your perspective. Whether you care about that or not, they're attempting it. I mean, there's no grace here. It's like, no, I'm letting go. This is done, did and done. I'm taking my snacks and going home. This is an unhappy home here, so I must move away from this energy that you are creating. And we do have this person, yes, trying to create something beautiful. I don't understand it. Why is the universe sending you away from this person when they're literally trying to see something from your perspective, trying to be enlightened about how to create something beautiful between you both? I mean, because we do have the Three of Pentacles. You and this person are trying to work it out. It's the intentions, I do believe. Why? When I see this activation card, I am kind of reminded of the Four of Wands. Are y'all not reminded of the Four of Wands as well? I mean, there's a lot of similarities. Frick said similarities when literally the activation card and Three of Pentacles are the similarities and common ground between you both. Rick, that wasn't funny. I deserve better than the breadcrumbs. I believe you, and I agree wholeheartedly. Activation, Three of Pentacles. It very well could be that you and this person have some sort of cooperation that's still needing to happen. Building for the future. It's like, yeah, you possibly are being called to let go, but you also have so much that you still could be building towards. Maybe Taurus. Oh my goodness, this is crazy because like when you have cards like the Page of Pentacles and the Chaos, Storm Spirit card, Chaos, it's kind of contradictory because the universe is calling you to let go. Maybe you're hearing that call, maybe being a little petty over it, not accepting and or giving grace. But it's like maybe somehow within the chaos there's still some sort of value in this connection or the situation. I don't know how. This person's trying to see from your perspective. They're trying to transmute the negative energy. They're trying to become enlightened and have a more enlightened perspective, awareness. There could be value. It's not to devalue yourself, Taurus, when you allow this person to speak their truth, allow them to change. I mean, because yes, as Tauruses, I'm sure you can be fixed and stubborn and bullheaded in your own way, and maybe you wouldn't know anything about change. However, change is the only constant in the universe. Everything is always changing. The astrology, the weather. I mean, maybe not necessarily the earth, but yeah, to a certain extent, if the earth is being rained on, if the earth has ever shifting like lava flows underneath and or tectonic plates that are like always shifting, isn't there always some sort of change being done either within or without, beneath, internally, externally? Y'all get the gist. The Page of Pentacles could be the advice as to maybe there is still some sort of value. So allow yourself to be a Padawan learner for all the Star Wars fans out there. A student. A pupil of sorts. If this person is, yes indeed, having a change of heart, a change of mind, seeing things either from your perspective or maybe even from a higher perspective, which is weird because you're also seeing something from a higher perspective as well. The only two major arcana cards, you're being called maybe to let go, and they're being called to see something from a different perspective. What are the weird odds and chances of that? Like, no, I've learned my lesson, says the Taurus. I'm definitely letting go. And this person's like, what? Well, I gotta transmute this negative energy then, because I see something from a different perspective, and I don't feel like this person is going to like chase after you or something, but they've definitely learned their lesson as well. Let's put it that way. So yes, the advice here is to, within the chaos, try to find some sort of value, even if you are letting go of this person. Maybe you're activating a new collaboration with someone else, as well as this person activating collaboration with someone else as well. I think I said as well, too, also, whatever. Y'all get the gist. It could be that y'all are both, yes, separating, letting go, transmuting to find other people, other groups, other romantic partners maybe to collaborate with. I wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest staying single for just a little bit, but I digress. With that being said, there is one card from this oracle deck we must pull so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pull these specific cards in this specific way and end this Taurus collective reading. What does the Taurus collective need to know moving forward so we can end out this reading? Overall theme and or topic. Last card of advice. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Top card is the one we need to see to end out this Taurus collective reading. Woo! What is going on here, y'all? Something coming back from the dead? Two cards of Phoenix. It could be that maybe you're letting go of someone or something, either just as they are awakening, or at the same time that someone else is awakening. Phoenix rising, Phoenix transformation. There's 2 cards that suggest some sort of transformation, transmutation, rebirth, rising out of the ashes is happening, especially on this person's side, but maybe within the connection itself. I do feel like this has something to do with beginnings, maybe? Beginnings? I think it's beginnings. Let's find it in the guidebook, shall we? I think we shall. Phoenix. Phoenix. We're looking for F words, right? F words in this alphabetical order guidebook. Phoenix with an F. Yes, new beginnings. I'm just kidding. Phoenix with a PH. I'm over it. The same bad behaviors and not being a priority. Y'all. As I mentioned, it could be either this person or someone else is awakening as you're about to let go of someone or someone else, right? So let's say if you're about to let go of person number 1 that you've been dealing with bad behaviors and not being a priority with, person 2 could literally be having an awakening and or being more self-aware, having enlightenment the same time you're letting go. I mean, this and that can be true at the same time, especially if like quantum particles and all that can be in like 2 different places at the same time. That's some stuff I won't even want to get into, but neither here nor there. Phoenix rising, new beginnings. A hooded woman stands within the darkness, concentrating. With her hands cupped upwards and her fingers stretched, she summons the phoenix from the flames. A proud animal rises before her, suggesting a new and brilliant start. Every good story has a beginning, but you will find that most, like life, are made up of many endings and starts. One cannot exist without the other. For a journey to begin, the phoenix must leave behind or something behind her. If you have drawn this card, you are embarking on a new journey. This could be a physical endeavor, such as a trip over land, sea, or by air, but it might also describe the start of a college course, a pregnancy, a house move, or a new relationship. In some cases, it will indicate a new start that inevitably grows from the ashes of difficulty or a challenging situation. If you have not yet begun a significant new stage in your life, then this card could be suggesting you are ready to. Phoenix Rising is an exciting card to receive, as well as a call to action. A call to action. What did I say? A call. A call to action. Y'all. This is why I do these readings. Let me start over. Phoenix Rising is an exciting card to receive, as well as a call to action. It is a beacon of promise for those who are currently experiencing a dark night of the soul, which definitely this person is going through. Having some sort of enlightenment, right? Maybe sacrificing a part of themselves, their ego possibly, in order to see something from your perspective. It doesn't have to be person A. It could totally be person B. Or for someone that it's literally happening for person A, then take what resonates, leave out the rest. With that being said, I think this is what I have for y'all. I'm kind of excited to hear maybe back from y'all next week as to how these two Phoenix cards resonated. Because, I mean, if y'all believe in coincidence, that's fine and dandy. Sure, the word coincidence exists. Sure, it has a definition in the dictionary. Sure, it's definitely a coincidence if two people named John work at the same factory. I mean, it is a common name, John. But also, when certain things like this happen, it's for a reason. It's no longer coincidence. Where do you draw that line? Once again, I digress. Thanks, Rick. I start my new career this week after working hard for 18 months. I'm so proud of you, Lindsay. Keep it up. For real. And not a problem, Barrett. Good to see you in the Taurus read. Y'all, I hope to see y'all in the next Taurus collective reading. Or maybe sometime between now and then in another collective reading. With that being said, I have to shut this down and get me some supper and settle down for the night. I hope y'all have a good evening, and I can't wait to start another reading for y'all tomorrow night. Looking forward to Gemini tomorrow. Awesome sauce everywhere. I ain't cleaning it up though. I clean enough messes as it is. With that being said, much love y'all. Take care. Have a good night. See y'all tomorrow for the Gemini and Cancer collective readings. Much love y'all.